Hi everyone, it's Gabi from the Kia Hyundai channel, and today I have not only one, but two 2024 Kia Tellurides. This jungle green is an X-Line, and that wolf gray is an XPro. What's the difference? Well, from up here, it doesn't seem like a whole lot. But don't worry, in today's video, me and Charlotte are going to break it down, talk about the mechanics between the two, the feature differences, and of course, the price point. Similarities start, but they don't end with what's under this hydraulic hood. So it's a 3.8-liter V6 GDI engine between all trim levels of the Kia Telluride here in Canada. Another thing that's similar between the two, you get all-wheel drive with terrain modes and drive modes. You get snow, mud, and sand, a sport mode, a comfort mode, whatever you can think of in this vehicle, it has it. But what are the differences? Well, it's a little more than meets the eye. So this one's going to give you 5,000 pounds of towing capacity. As a matter of fact, all trim levels of the Telluride will give you 5,000 pounds, except the XPro over there. So that one has 5,500 pounds. And why, you may ask? Well, we have the answer for you, but you're going to have to wait until Charlotte gives her walkthrough. In the meantime, let's talk about some of the styling differences. Let's take a closer look at the XPro though, because that one has the hood down. When it comes to styling differences, there aren't many. The only main key difference is the wheels. So on the X-Line, you're going to get these 20-inch blacked out alloys with our traditional all-season Michelin tires. But if you take a look at the XPro, you can notice there's definitely a little more beefiness going on over here. So you get a thicker sidewall, and you're going to get 18-inch rims with all-terrain tires. So something a little bit more rugged. A lot of people are concerned or confused that this might have a rougher ride, but we've driven both of them and they're fairly smooth. Let's keep talking about the X-Line though. When it comes to technology, a lot of these vehicles are going to have the same tech. So we have a 360 camera on both models, premium sound system, and we even get a self-leveling rear suspension. So if you are towing with either of these models, you have the benefit of that. You're also going to get these raised roof rails that again are blacked out, tying into that beautiful finish. Our sleek body color door handles with digital key to touch and a keyless entry. And then when we move over to the back, the luxury doesn't stop there. We have a power lift gate. So let's open it up. Be careful for the grate. Opens up, you can select the height and speed, so it's more suited to your lifestyle. Seating configuration, both of these models will have a 7-seater option, so that means you get captain's chairs in the very second row. Let's take a look inside though. All right, we're now inside the X-Line, and as you can see, we have X-Line embossed seats. That's one thing that separates the two. As you can imagine, that one says XPro. But when it comes to the seat materials themselves, you're going to get the same beautiful leather, and you do get the option for colored interior patterns. So when you get into that one, Charlotte's going to show you what options you get. But for the driver's convenience, you get memory seats with lumbar support and even a knee extender, heated and ventilated seats for both driver and passenger, and even your second row captain's chairs. But let's talk about the powertrain again. So like I mentioned earlier, it's a 3.8-liter V6, right? How much horsepower do you get? 291. How much torque? 262. And what's your transmission? It's an 8-speed traditional automatic with a torque converter. So again, if you are using this vehicle for towing, it's great peace of mind knowing you have a traditional automatic, something that is more smooth shifting when it does come to towing capacity. Now on top of that, Kia has implemented an X-Line exclusive and XPro exclusive tow mode. So this allows you to actually set what kind of weight you'll be towing. If you know you're just carrying something very, very small like a light utility trailer or something more in a medium weight like a Sea-Doo, you can select between the two, and this is going to change your vehicle's shift patterning and engine response to optimize for those conditions. So something that's very, very helpful. And you're also going to get that on the XPro. Like I said, exclusive to X-Line and XPro trims.
Let's talk about the XPro and what actually is different. So as you can see, these vehicles, they're still going to share that same powertrain, a lot of the same features, but this one has more, duh. But also they're going to share these same headlight units and lighting. So you still have LED headlights, LED fog lights, and LED taillights on the rear. As we'll come around to the side, Gabi can give you another look at those nice knobby all-terrain tires that we have, and again, they are 18 inches. And a lot of people, they may not like these tires personally. I think that they're fun, and I really like the XPro package as a whole. But let's take a look on the interior. So if you'd like the looks of the interior on this vehicle, don't worry, you can still get this terracotta interior on the X-Line, but you cannot get the jungle green on the X-Line. So if you want a green interior, which does look a little bit more gray, you can certainly do so in this vehicle. Also, you're going to get a better look at those seating controls, such as the driver knee extender, the lumbar support, and obviously a huge difference that we have to point out, your XPro seats. Totally different than what we see in the X-Line. And I don't know about you guys, but that could be a big deal breaker. Also, you can take a look at your premium sound system and all of the different controls that we have on the door, such as memory seats, your express windows, and your mirror controls too. But let's show one of the huge differences, and by huge, I mean really small differences that the cargo space has to offer. So same amount of space, but You have a different convenience feature, and that is going to be the inclusion of a nice little household outlet. I don't know about you guys, but that's definitely worth the price increase. Well, that may not be worth the price increase for you guys. Something that may, if you are a regular tower and you are buying this vehicle with the intention to tow and tow a fair bit, whether that be weight or time, you're gonna probably wanna look at the XPro trim because you are gonna have that 10% increase in towing capacity. When it comes to this vehicle, both of them are going to have transmission coolers. However, this one's gonna have a little bit more of a more robust mechanism to help keep the transmission at an optimal temperature to really get the most out of your vehicle's performance and the amount that it is able to tow, which is also why it has a little bit of that difference too. Both vehicles, of course, are gonna perform excellent for you, but if you do want a little bit more margin, I'll say, then I would definitely recommend going up to the XPro. If you guys liked this comparison video and if you want to see more of what these vehicles actually look like, whether that be the interior, the back seat, and just a full and complete walkthrough of either, we've done videos on both, which we'll have linked down below. And as always, please like this video, subscribe to the Kia Hyundai channel, and leave a comment down below on what you want to see next. Bye!